Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed.
Well, I didn't anticipate that guy with the PP90 coming up behind me, but I guess I was in their spawn, so that was pretty much my fault. And, you know, when you're in their spawn, they're going to, of course, spawn really close to you, and you're pretty much in a lot of danger when you're in their spawn, so you have to prepare yourself for that. So what's going on, guys? It's Beaststar Monitor bringing you a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay commentary with the Golden Spaz 12. I think obviously it's the extended mags. I don't remember how many pellets, I mean not pellets, but shells are in the extended mags. It's probably like, it's either 10 or 12, which is pretty crazy. So, you know, imagine 12 shots before you even have to reload. That's a lot to put down range at, you know, an enemy, which is pretty fun to do. So that's pretty much the only valuable attachment I consider on the Spaz 12, and of course damage proficiency for those of you who actually really care. So that was actually a pretty far C4 toss. Actually, it looked like a Black Ops 2 C4 almost. So that's pretty crazy. But this is a little bit of an older gameplay. I was playing with my cousin. This is probably like maybe a month or so back, maybe almost 2 months now. It was a fun time. We actually played the regular playlist instead of Face Off. I know a lot of you guys, whenever you see me post Modern Warfare 3 gameplay recently, it's been a lot of Face Off maps, and it's generally been just erosion and occasionally a ground, but mainly erosion. And the reason for that is the people that I usually play with, you know, my friends, they don't really have the map packs, and they just have the free DLC, which, you know, obviously I guess is a good thing, you know, that at least they gave you 2 maps for free that's DLC, which is pretty cool, and they added it in a playlist so you can still play that. You can play your 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3, and you get 2 maps, so that's pretty cool. I do respect Infinity War for that little aspect they decided to put in, and somehow I did not hit that guy. Bad aim on my part, I'm assuming. It looks a little bit weird in theater mode because I believe this was during theater mode. Correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like it. So, speaking of theater mode, a lot of people have been talking about the theater mode in Ghost, and I did talk about this, I think, a little bit in some other commentaries, but I wanted to touch up on it again. A lot of people are sad, but they're also wanting to say, you know, the rumors that have been saying, and a lot of you've probably already heard it, but it seems like it's been slowing down the past few Call of Duties, and that's a pretty good, assumption in my opinion. I mean, that almost makes sense. I mean, you got to think, when they first implemented theater mode, that was in Black Ops 1, and that's when you started seeing all the really bad hit detection and weird, quirky lag compensation problems where there was a lot of rubber banding where bullets would basically act like they would curve around the walls and stuff. That dude just got gut shot. But, you know, you guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, it seemed kind of weird ever since they implemented it in Black Ops 1, and ever since then it's just been really bad, and it almost seems like it's getting progressively worse. The other thing is people are saying is even if they took out theater mode and gave you dedicated servers, it's not going to matter because it's running on the old Quake 3 engine, which was probably made in sometime in the 1990 whatever. It's a very old game. It might have been made a little bit later. I'm not exactly for sure, so I'm probably wrong about that as well. I didn't play Quake, but I heard it was a pretty decent game at the time. But you guys know this. I mean, a lot of you, you know, if you're really adamant about, you know, looking at stuff on YouTube, you probably definitely heard about people talking about what engine this game's been running on for the past few years. Actually, it's probably been running on it ever since, except for Modern Warfare 2. I think that was the only engine that the people at Respawn Entertainment, I believe, they're working on Titanfall. The people that basically, half the people left Infinity Ward, the original Infinity Ward team, you know, they left and they're making Titanfall, which is pretty cool. I'm actually pretty excited about that game. It looks pretty cool, but I don't know if I'll be able to get it during its launch, which is kind of unfortunate. I plan on getting Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghost, of course, at their launches on the Xbox 360, because at the moment it's, like I said, pretty difficult to come around with money for right now, seeing as I don't have a job. So we'll have to see in the future. But as for the developers go, the people that, you know, used to be in Infinity Ward, they moved on, like I said. But the only time Call of Duty actually saw a different engine was, I think, in Modern Warfare 2. But ever since then, they've had the same old Quake 3 engine. So a lot of people have been saying it's not going to make much of a difference unless they get a new engine, build a new engine from the ground up. Because a lot of people have also been talking about Call of Duty Ghost. They first sort of lied to us and said, we're getting a new engine. And then later on down the road, they basically just admitted, oh, we're just upgrading or updating the engine that we've been using. So that's not the best thing you want to hear, but at the same time, a lot of people would agree that it is pretty difficult to build a whole new game engine from the ground up in a 2-year span, seeing as Call of Duty's come out every single year and it's made by a different developer every other year, of course. Infinity Ward / Sledgehammer, whatever, and then Treyarch being the other, and you know they alternate, of course. a lot of people are also saying that they should divide them up into 3 companies, so that way they come out, you know, and that way it gives the developers maybe another year to actually work on the quirks in their game. But, you know, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. I like to kind of get your guys' opinion about it. And I appreciate all the people that are new subscribers. I've been noticing that's been going up lately. So thanks, guys, for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate it. It's really nice for you to do that. So I hope you guys, you know, enjoy more content for the future. You guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one.